Hello everyone, this is Ranger here, and today I'm going to be reacting and responding to uh, the October 2025 Gacha revenue. And honestly, I'm really stoked and interested to see what is to be expected, because I haven't done my reaction on the last month due to the fact that I was busy and I had other things to handle with. But, you know, we can see how things are going to be looking out so far right here. I think that as long as you're making more than like honestly, like I could be like really lowballing this, okay, or highballing this, but I think as long as you're making like more than, I'd say, more than like I'd say it's tough. In my honest opinion, I think if you are able to make more than $300,000, I would probably say that. Yeah, I think 300,000, maybe even, yeah, 300,000. I think the company is gonna do okay. Like, I think they can be able to maintain it. I mean, depending on the type of games, of course. I mean, some games are PNG, some is like 3D focused, 2D, and all that stuff. So like, I guess it really depends on what type of game it is and how much like the moderators are being handled and all that stuff. So, I mean, 200,000 to like 500,000, I'd say would make a lot of sense. That would be okay. But then you want to be more profitable, obviously. So I'd probably say above that, like 1 million would probably do best. I mean, 2 million seems to be a generic term for the best quality right there. But that's just my opinion and how I view it. I'm not really in analytics. This is just how I think would make a lot of sense, and from how games have been produced, especially these gacha games. I mean, these are basically $100, like 100% profit almost. If we're ignoring the fact that they have to pay off their employees and all that stuff, but I mean, yeah, it's basically 100% profit because the only money that they're giving away is basically produce the people who are making the games, producing them, as well as monetization as well. So I mean, basically, other than that, it's basically 100% profit. No like products being pumped out right there, unless if you're talking about the merch and all that stuff. But that's their own business that make their own money right there. But so we're going to be starting off with the top 50, or number 50 right here, which is Brown Dust 2. I've never played it, but I've heard it's a very it's a horny game. It's a very horny game from what I've seen. I mean, I went to the Anime NYC for 2025, and I did see the Brown Dust booth right there. It was really nice. The cosplayers were doing a really great job. I was following one of the Instagram for one of them. I forgot what their name was, but yeah, really nice. They have a really good advertisement. So I mean, they only went up by 200k. I mean, they'll do well. They'll still survive and they'll do well. Limbus Company went up by 900,000. I've heard very good things about Limbus Company in terms of their stories. So that's something that's looking good as far as I've seen. So also, their character designs are really good, in my honest opinion. So hats off to them, and and I believe it's a Korean company. I could be totally wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's a Korean company. So that's pretty interesting right there. Not that many Korean games that are out here, as far as I've seen. Memento Mori, never heard of it. Epic 7, I love their music. When I was watching the advertisements, multiple of them, and it's really good. I forgot the name of one of their artists for the musicians, or not musicians, the singers, but she's really good. I forgot the name, but I used to watch her songs. It was really good. Seven Deadly Sins, don't really know too much about it. Stella Sora was recently released, as we all know, and they had a huge controversy as far as I've seen in terms of a lot of the how much of a money grab game it is, as far as I've heard. I mean, everyone seems to be saying that basically that it's a money grab game. And as far as I know, I don't think it really did well in the NA, but I know I'm pretty sure it did really well in Japan and China from what I've heard. But in terms of the percentage wise of the pie right here, you know what I mean, from the 3,555,000, but that's the starting goal right there, and that's pretty good, you know, for a release for 3.5 million. That's actually pretty good, you know. So can't really say too much about that. Destiny Rising, never heard of it. One Piece Treasure Cruise, I've heard of One Piece, but never really this gacha game. Kaiju number 8, I saw this in Anime NYC also for the booth right there, so it was really popular as far as I know from how many people were all lined up wanting to see it. Wizardry, I've heard of it, but never really seen anything from it. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, this is really good. I love JoJo's. I can't wait for the new part to come out and, you know, see how that all goes out. Watch of Realms, never heard of it. Ensemble Stars, never heard of it. Shadowverse, never heard of it. Reverse 1999. I remember that's like not a small drop. It's only 100k almost, or a little over 100k. But other than that, like I've played Reverse 1999 before. It's really good. The character designs are really nice. The story is pretty interesting at the very beginning. I stopped playing it due to the fact that I had too many gacha games that I was just playing, and I just need to drop a couple of them. So maybe one of these days I'll pop back in and play Reverse 1999. Who knows? I mean, I've only heard good things as far as I've seen from what it is. The voice acting is incredible, as in wide variety of voices and accents, which is really good. And I'm a huge speaker involving with the fact that having different accents in different regions, in each region or in different regions, is amazing. It's perfect. It's like something that you want to have, and that's what Withering Waves is doing. Reverse 99. I think Silver Palace is going to be doing that for sure. So that's pretty good right there. But yeah, we need more of those right there. You know. Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. I've heard of this, and that's a huge drop down. Wow, that's really bad. Almost 8 million. That's a big drop. I really don't know why, but I mean, I guess they must have had a huge character and then it went down. Maybe an anniversary, maybe. Azure Lane. Not surprised that this game is doing really well. I mean, it's doing well. I mean, all these games are doing well. Like, even if I say they're doing bad, they're doing pretty well for a gacha game. So there's that. Zero Lane's a Guna game, 100%. I hell even have a figure right here. I forgot the name of the character. I just have it here with me. But there's that. We have the Blue Archive. I've been hearing that Blue Archive is doing pretty well as far as I've seen. I actually dabbled in it a couple times for sure, 100%. Like, it's not a bad game overall. And yeah, I mean, so far almost $5 million in revenue. That's really nice, 2 million right there. I mean, as far as I know, the last time I was doing a review, I made a mistake. That the reason I was in the last revenue view I did, I was more confused on why it went up, but then I remember it was because of Rio was released, and she's a very fire character right there. So there's that. Just want to acknowledge that part for Blue Archive. So Blue Archive is doing good. That's nice. Marvel Contest of Champions seems to be looking like it's doing pretty normal. I have no idea what this game is. Mahojang Soul, never heard of this. Disney, never. Light novel, no. Summer's War, I played this game a long time ago. I'm happy it's doing okay. I mean, I think this is technically the first one I did, but I didn't really know it was even a gacha game at the time. This was like, I don't even know how long ago this was. This is like maybe 10 years ago, maybe? I don't know. I could be totally wrong. But yeah. There's that Chaos Zero Nightmare. I've heard it's a new game as well that some of you guys may have heard. And I've heard very good things. It's like a dark fantasy that goes with this eldritch horror theme that's going on right there for the monsters, which is a whole, it's unique. It's a little bit unique to what they're doing right there. It's very dark. It's not friendly at all. And I do plan on actually dabbling into CZN one of these days eventually. I know some of these characters are really good, especially with their I forgot what it's called, like it's like when they're at their weakened state and then you have their different form or something, or their different animation that comes out, and I found that really cool. I think it's like Chaos or Sleep. I don't remember. I don't really know it. I've never played the game. I've just heard and seen some stuff, and it looks good. The reviews are looking pretty nice. Gakuen Idolmaster. Never heard of that. Dragon Ball Legends, not really. Infinity Nikkei doing well, 3 million. That's, that's a I mean, Infinity Nikkei has been doing pretty good so far. I still play the game. I only log in and daily. I actually have to do that today. But yeah, I mean, so far 3 million plus is pretty good. Or around 3 million. Trickle Revival, never heard of it. Life Makeover, never heard of it. Puzzle, no. Battle Cats, I've seen, but not really had too much. A little surprised that they're making this much actually for a game that looks like that. But hey, that's not an insult to anyone that likes this game. Have fun with it. Hatsune Miku, this is not a surprise. It's a Hatsune Miku game, so I mean everyone loves Hatsune Miku from what I've seen, and people are going crazy over it. I'm sure people are just dropping craps on their money for that. Ethereal Restart, heard of this game, but not really looked into it. But 4 million up, 4.2 million. That's pretty good actually. 8, One Piece, 2, Cookie Run Kingdom. I don't know what's up with people liking this game, but I mean, as far as I know, like it's pretty interesting from what I've seen. Not really my type though. It's unique, that's for sure. But again, not really my type. Zenless Zone Zero still played 2 million. I'm a little surprised. I'm not surprised. I mean, this is Hoyo's like lowest rating game. Kinda. It's one of their lowest rating games that's been recently released, and that's like surprising how Hoyo Games not doing that well. But then again, the 12 million is really freaking good, you know what I mean? But in the grand scheme Steam scale, it's pretty low actually. God's Victor Nikkei, it's a Guna game. It's very well known. I mean, come on now, people are just spending money on this stuff. Seven Nights Rebirth, never heard of it. Withering Waves. I think people need to understand that this revenue chart for Withering Waves is not full justice right here. Withering Waves, a lot of their revenue, there's probably a good portion of revenue that's locked behind the fact that a bunch of people are playing this on PC. This game is really good on PC, and a lot of people are going to take advantage of this by playing it on PC. I mean, hell, on Steam, they're doing really well. I mean, I recently saw they were on 5th on ranked 5 for Steam. They're just good. They've been at rank 2 during their the final arc of Renacida. Like, they're doing really good, and I'm 100% sure that if I had to lowball this, I think they have probably an additional $7 million more in this game right here. 7 million, 5 to 7 million. That's what I'm thinking right there. I think there's an additional 5 to 7 million locked behind this. But well, for the 21 million, for the 15 million, I don't know. I can definitely see it being like maybe 4 million more, maybe 2 to 4 million. I think there's 2 to 4 million that's locked behind Steam and PC client games. That's what I believe right there. Uma Musume, I mean, I have a couple friends that play this game, and they're pretty much in love with this game. I know it's a very cutesy anime girl horse stuff right there, race, and I heard a lot of controversy going on. Like, these are, some of the characters are based on real life horse racers, like the horses, and then people would actually go into their farms of the horse owners' farms to take a pictures with them, and it had a big issue going on right there. So that's pretty hilarious from what I've heard. Monster Strike, never heard. Honkai Star Rail. We're reaching to the point where we're making bank at this point. Okay, Honkai Star Rail is making bank, but that's a huge drop right there. That's $17 million, gang. That's $17 million down the drain. I wonder what's going on right now. Like, I mean, I guess people are pretty much saving money for Siren that's going to be coming up. So that would kind of make sense, though recent news of Siren has been pretty bad. It's not been looking good as far as I've seen, so maybe we'll see how things are going to go. Hoping that they change her a bit, that they fix her. But, yeah, I have no hope on that part. But hey, Honkai Star Rail is still a good game in my opinion. I enjoy the story as it is. There's also issues on it, but it has a special spot in my heart right now for sure. Arc Knights. This is amazing to see Arc Knights doing so well. And with Arc Knights Enfield coming up, and I'm sure that Hypergriff is going to be, or Hypergriff line is going to be making much more money, and a popularity that's coming up, especially with their new trailer and beta test came out, beta test 2, which I have signed up for, and I'm hoping I can get in. And Arc Knights has a special heart. It is the first gacha game that I truly played and I enjoyed to the fullest. I played this, I think it was Give me a sec. 2025, right? I think it's been like 6 years. 6 to 7 years. I'm pretty sure something like that. I think it is. I think it's been 7 years. I played it a month after the Neon banner was released, so 0.5. So after the half-year anniversary and an additional month, that's when I joined in for Arknights. That's basically about it. It was pretty nice playing it. This game really has a special spot in my heart, 100%. And I continue to play this. I mean, I love this game so much that I have literally 6 Arknights account. And you know, I'm a little happy that in my YouTube channel that Arknights, one of my Arknights pulling videos was the one that got the most attention in my channel, which I'm really happy about. So I'm really happy that's how my channel started out so far. So, and I hope it continues to work out for me like that. So yeah, shout out to Arknights and Arknights Enfield, and I hope you guys enjoy this game, because please, this game has a lot of potential, and it still does. I mean, look at it; it's in the top 7 right now, and it's gonna continue going up. So Fate Grand Order. I have a friend. I only have one person that I know that plays this game. And it's just like a money-sucking game as far as I know. It's Fate Grand Order. Everyone likes Fate. A lot of people like Fate. You know, the animation of the anime is so amazing. It's pristine. But the game, I don't really know. It's not really that enticing. I mean, I've seen a couple of clips. I've seen a couple gameplays. My friend showed it to me in person before. It's like, I don't really know too much. I mean, if you guys have any thoughts about Fate Grand Order, please drop it down and comment on what you guys think about that. I don't really have that much, thought about it, really, to be honest. A little surprised. Well, not surprised. It's a money-sucking game, as I said, so it's, it's up there. And we got a huge community that love Fate, so there's that. SD Gundam. In my entire life, did not think that Gundam gacha games would be up here. Okay, there's just no reason that I thought it would be up here. I mean, I know there's a huge fan base that love, Gundams, mechas, and all that stuff, but you probably would see them playing like a Steam game, like PC clients or something like that. Books, watching the anime. Not really. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense now that I think about it, and I'm saying all this stuff, but damn, $27 million. Hats off to you guys on that part. Naruto Mobile. I've never played this game, but the fact that that's CN only is like phenomenal right there. Naruto is one of the best animes that I've ever watched, in my honest opinion. Best shonen anime, in my opinion, of the old 3 generation, big 3. That's my honest opinion. Love it. Naruto, amazing, phenomenal. I think the other 2 are also phenomenal. One Piece is carrying the crap out of this, of the series, of the shonen series right now. I mean, with My Hero, of course, coming up, it's doing really well. A lot of the shonens they're all coming to an end slowly, and then it's a little sad thinking about it. But that's the beauty of all this, And that's what I kind of hope that a lot of these gacha games eventually come up to. When it comes up to the very end, and they wrap things up with the story. And I'll give my input about all this in the eventual future. But yeah, Naruto Mobile, great. Hats off to you. Great to see that Naruto is still going up and going arms. Hope Boruto go as well also. Pokemon TCG Pocket. I have no words to say about this. Okay, it's a Pokemon. It's Pokemon. Alright? One of the biggest franchise names that could be ever out there. So they're good. We don't need to worry about this at all. Alright? Pokemon's just gonna keep doing well. I played it. I enjoyed it a lot. I got a lot of stuff, but I quit playing it because I need to make some space on my phone. Because I don't really want to try it on PC. I think it's a simple game that I just open up every once a day or twice, maybe. But it's a little surprised. The same friend that plays Fate, he drops a crap ton of money in this game. Coincidence? I don't think so. I don't think so. I love it, Deep Space. Not surprised. I went to the Anime NYC with a couple of my friends that are all girls, and they were, going nuts over loving Deep Space characters, And then there's this one cosplayer, really tall dude, like he was a super tall dude. like over like 6'6" or something like that, and a bunch of the ladies were just like whoa 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 jumping up and over that over this guy, and then there's like the the art stand also for Love and Deep Space. It was just crazy, you know what I mean? Like wow, I was like what the hell, man? This shit crazy, bruh. So there's that. Don't play the game, but I know it's really good, and I know my ex-girlfriend had this huge love for Love and Deep Space. Also, she was telling me a lot of things about it, and I still think about it because it's a little funny, just imagining how much love that they have for these kids. I mean, I guess it's handsome dudes this time. I mean, it's like Infinity Nikkei. It's there's no competition. It's the only male gacha game ever, like with all the characters being males, I guess, hot dudes basically. So not surprised, and women, they'll probably just spend a crap ton of money. I mean, look at it, women and gay dudes spending a crap ton of money on this shit right here. But hey, it ain't that bad, all right. Genshin Impact, not surprised at all. All right, I'm confused on why they were at $43 million in September 25. I don't know what character it was. I don't think there was anything interesting going on at that time. But for this one, Nefer, I am not surprised. Nefer is one of the finest baddies I've ever seen for Nod Cry so far, and so like this is like honestly stoked to see this. You know what I mean? I mean, I have my own issues with Genshin Impact. Like, don't get me wrong. I think like Genshin Impact is like kind of dog water. You know what I mean? I mean, their story peaked in I keep Fontaine. It peaked in Fontaine, and it went down when it was in Natland, in my honest opinion, right there. But the Natland kind of did okay. It was going up there, but it didn't reach the peak of Fontaine, and it went back down because there was so much like, what the hell's going on? Why did Malvika had the bike? I mean, I don't really have an issue with the bike, but it's just so out of place in a world like Genshin Impact. We seem to be going more for the cyberpunk or realistic or revolutionary moment right here. And then now we go to Nod Cry, and I think Nod Cry is doing really good. The story seems to be pretty good as far as I've seen from reactions. I've never played it myself. I've only watched the reactions, clips, and all that stuff. They seem to be doing a really good job in telling the story and showing these important characters. But I also think it's also due to the fact that they had such goated characters in here. I mean, like, Columbina is amazing. She's really lovely. Sandrone is, in my honest opinion, the best character so far. I think it has just to do with the fact that she has a bratty nature, but she's also caring, but she's also like high in esteem. She feels like she's better than you and smarter than you. So I just like characters like that. It's just, it's a nice touch to it. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, Genshin Impact Nefer is doing pretty good so far as I've seen. She's amazing. One of the finest baddies I've seen so far. But to wrap up where I'm going with all this is that these games, I don't know if they'll end sooner or later, but they will eventually have to end. You know what I mean? EOS is gonna happen basically. But I do hope that some of these games will eventually do these offline versions eventually in the future, because everything will come to an end, and that's the beauty of of everything basically. Everything does have to come to an end, but that end will lead on to a new beginning. And so I think and I hope that we will see that, and that these offline games will be there to go on for everyone to play still, for later generations as well. So yeah, I mean, there's that, and I'm looking forward to it. And from what this gacha revenue has shown me is that everything seems to be in the same balance order as I expected. I'm a little surprised with some of the games right here, and I really do hope that none of these games come to the EOS. I mean, hell, even Genshin Impact and these other games I really hope doesn't come to an end. But other than that, Thank you all for watching to this video, and I hope you guys all have a good day. Other than that, stay well, stay swell.